Hi, my name is Jacob Cagle, and I am a student at Hannibal LaGrange University, currently completing my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And today I want to talk about a topic that is pretty important in today's society and is important for the well being of our country's future, and that's juvenile delinquency. So let's start off with defining what juvenile delinquency is and really understanding what it means. So, the definition of juvenile delinquency is the habitual committing of criminal acts or offenses by a young person, especially one below the age at which ordinary criminal prosecution is possible. So, basically, what that means is any young person, whether it be a teenager or a little kid, committing criminal acts, and the offenses can range anywhere from, say, larceny or small petty crimes like theft, and it could go all the way up to violent crimes like actual abuse or harassment or even murder. And so why is a prevention program so important to stop juvenile delinquency? Well, the youth are our country's future. I mean, think about it. If I mean, we may have great leaders today running our country or anything of that sort, but it's not a forever set in stone deal. These people will eventually leave office or whatever role they play, and they will not forever be in that position that they are in. And eventually, the younger people now will have to take their place instead. So, we really want the best that we can do for our country. And criminals really start out at a young age. They start doing petty crimes at a young age. They get away with a lot of stuff, and it if we stop it early on, then they can develop these responsibilities and everything to where they won't do that in the future. And it'll also reduce the amount of crime within, certain areas if, in certain communities. And basically what I'm trying to say is it's it's a better solution overall than just pure punishment. And my prevention plan that I would try to create is to create some sort of group or organization that involves community work and activities for young adults and children to learn and establish responsibilities. So basically, like the only bad thing about it is it would have to be completely voluntary. It wouldn't be a law that all children have to do this, like education is. And the the good things about this would be, it starts early off with children in their early years, and I don't know if you've ever had a huge project like you've worked on a garden outside or anything, for example, and you've gotten all the flowers looking nice or a garden or anything like that. You want to take care of that and make it look the best that you possibly can. And that actually in your mind sets a tone, a pace where that'll carry on for the rest of your life. And also, if these groups get big enough that, and if a lot of people join, these children and these kids will actually start to think of each other as a part of a certain family. And a lot of juvenile delinquency can start from, having a bad home life. And if they are around, people of similar nature, they can discuss things with one another and, work the differences out and work on things together. And it it really gives a sense of pride and, establish a good friendship and bond between one another. But that is just what I believe could really help with juvenile delinquency. I know it would take a lot more than just this, but it could put a huge dent in it. And that's why I believe that a group that involves community work and activities, not just work, but activities as well, fun fundraisers, um, things like that, fun things to do, not making the children feel like they are working. But this would, I think, would help kind of put a dent in juvenile delinquency and maybe decrease the amount of crime in certain communities at least. We can start off trying to decrease the crime rate of children and what they get into at a community level, and then move on to bigger things, going to cities and eventually all across the country. So I'm going to leave it at that, and thank you.